the presentation, please. Can you see it?
Ya se ve.
Okay, thank you. So, today's topic is how are you feeling? So it means that we're gonna be talking about illness and seeing the doctor. Those are the two different topics we're gonna be covering, but in general, the topic is how are you feeling, which is related to illness and visiting the doctor. So here we have 3 questions to start, to break the ice. And it says, number 1, do you think men or women go to the doctor more often? Okay, so first I'm gonna read the questions and then we're gonna answer them, okay? Why do you think this is? 3, what reasons do you think people give for not going to see a doctor? Okay, so let's go with the first one. Do you think men or women go to the doctor more often? Who do you think goes more often to the doctor? Men or women?
Women.
Okay. Okay. So I have two persons saying women. Okay, so why? Why, girls? Why do you think women go more often to the doctor than men?
I think that it's because we get more concerned about the things that happen with us instead of
Okay.
men. And then I think we're more delicate in that part of being sick and everything.
Okay, but you're saying that we are more concerned or because we get sick more often?
We get more concerned about it.
Okay.
I mean,
So I agree with you, but of course that we all can think different, right? What about you, Emma? Why do you think women go more often to the doctor than men? You can write, guys. I mean, I have 7 students with me, 8 students, so there are only 2 students participating. Okay, question 3 to continue. What reasons do you think people give because we are more sensible? Okay. What reasons do you think people give for not going to see a doctor, especially nowadays? Okay, so let's think about our current situation. What reasons do you think people give for not going to see the doctor? Let's say that you get sick today, you don't feel good today. So, what do you think, or how do you decide not to go to the doctor? Why? What could be the reason?
I think the main reason right now is that, doctors and are not receiving that many people now. Like they are limited.
Yes, and actually people is kind of afraid too, right? They don't want to go to the doctor because they kind of afraid that they're gonna tell you something that you're not ready to hear or something like that, right? But in general, not about today, because nowadays we know the situation is kind of difficult, but let's think about general. What are the reasons people give for not going to see the doctor? What do you think? I'm gonna be asking like people in a specific because you don't want to speak and I need you to do it. Okay, so Gerardo, tell me. Give me one reason for people not going to the doctor.
Because they are afraid that for the COVID, por eso no van, porque tienen miedo.
But I'm saying in general, not about nowadays. I'm saying like before COVID. Why people didn't want to go to the doctor?
Mm, no sé, le da flojera, yo creo.
Because they're lazy?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Let's see, I want to hear from Giselle. Giselle, why do you think people don't want to go to the doctor?
¿Cómo, profe?
Why do you think people don't want to go to the doctor? ¿Por qué crees que las personas no van al doctor?
Because of fear.
Because they are afraid? Okay. Now, we're gonna talk more about this later, but we're gonna first do this exercise of vocabulary, and we're gonna check the vocabulary. Okay, so let's see who wants to help me to read from 1 to 4. Okay, Gerardo. Pablo, can you help me to read from 1 to 4, please?
You have a sore throat and bad cough. You also have a high fever.
What? Help me to read from number 1 to number 4.
Okay. You have a headache, baggage. You have cold and a cold flu. You have a broken your arm, leg. You have a sore throat and bad cough. You also have a high fever.
Okay. So here from A to D, let's see. Adriana, can you help me to read?
Mande. Creo
Can
que
you
sí
help me to
mande.
read from A to D?
Ay. Eh,
Just read. A, B, C, and D.
¿A cuál, perdón? Es que se escucha, sí se escucha.
Sí.
Take some.
Ajá.
Esa, ¿la A?
Yes.
¿Sí?
To
Take
D.
some.
De la A a la D.
Take some medicine, antibiotics. Go to the hospital for an X-ray. Creo que
Ajá.
sí. Get some rest and drink lots of hot liquids. Take some no sé cómo se diga eso.
Painkillers.
Painkillers y pills.
And pills, right? Okay, so we're gonna match them. First, we're gonna review the vocabulary we have in bold. So in number 1, for example, it says, you have a headache. A headache. Dolor de cabeza. Backache. A backache, it's dolor de espalda. You have caught a cold. Te has resfriado. And the flu is you have the flu, es gripa. Que pudiera ser, bueno, a veces es un poco difícil como que diferenciar gripa de resfriado, pero, I mean, there's a small difference between them. You have broken your arm. Tienes roto un brazo or a leg, broken leg. You have a sore throat. And bad cough. Bad cough is tos, pero así como que mucha tos. And you also have high fever. High fever. So I think this person has coronavirus or something. Okay, from A to D. Take some medicine, antibiotics, which is like the doctor gives you, right? Go to the hospital for an X-ray, rayos X, get some rest, descanso, and drink lots of hot liquid, bebidas calientitas. Take some painkillers or pills. Painkillers vienen siendo como paracetamol or something like that, los que te quita el dolor. So now we're gonna match them. Let's see. For number 1, you have a headache or backache. What do you think is the option this person should do? If you have a headache or you have a backache, what do you think could be more suitable to do? Someone? Number one? No,
Sí.
Emma, I don't think so. Headache es para dolor de cabeza, dolor de espalda. No creo que antibióticos sea una buena opción. Does anybody have another option? D, very good. Okay, so we have to take some pills, sorry, or painkillers, que son las que nos ayudan a aliviar el dolor, right? Number two, you have caught a cold or you have the flu. So if you have a cold or flu, what do you think it's better to do? Letter C, am I correct? C, Pablo, because most of the time when we have the flu or when we have caught a cold, we sleep, which we are just in our beds drinking teas and things like that. Okay, if I have a broken arm or leg, what it's better to do? B, very good, Pablo. Go to the hospital for an x-ray. So now when we have a sore throat or a bad cough or high fever, it's because maybe we have an infection. So an infection is better to treat them with a medicine or antibiotics, right? Questions about this? Sorry, do you have questions, guys, about this exercise? Yes, no? Okay, I'll go next. Health problems. What's wrong? What's the matter? Okay, so here I have different illness vocabulary. So asthma, backache, broken leg, a cold, a cough, an earache, fever, the flu, headache, heartburn, measles, a rash, sore throat, stomachache in the US, or stomachache, I'm not sure about how it is the pronunciation. Sunburn, which is not necessarily like an illness, but it makes you feel bad. And a toothache, which is very annoying. So this is just vocabulary for you to get an idea how to say or what to say the next time you feel bad. So you can search one of these situations that fits to your situation and you can express how you're feeling. Do I have someone sick today here with us? Does anybody feel bad? Well, let's continue then. Today's class is very short, so we're not gonna spend that much time here. Okay, so here I have a short reading and it says 5 reasons you don't go to the doctor. Okay, so I'm gonna read something that at the beginning we were talking about and that probably you know about it, but you just don't say it. So did you know that men are 5 times less likely to visit the doctor than women? The reason, they don't like waiting. In fact, 58% of men will choose not to go to the doctor even when they should. Here are the top reasons people give for why they don't go to see the doctor. Okay, so based on this information, according to this reading, it says that men don't like to go to the doctor, and these are the main reasons why men don't want to visit to the doctor when they are not feeling good. So the one is I'm fine, that they don't accept they are sick. Number 2, I hate waiting. Most of the time when we visit the doctor, we have to wait for our turn, and sometimes it is more than the time we're expecting, right? So That is one of the reasons. Nobody told me to go. This is kind of funny because nobody has to tell you to go to the doctor if you're feeling bad. To know if you're sick, you have to go to the doctor. But well, it is part of the reasons. I don't want to talk about it. Probably when you're sick, you don't want to talk to anyone. So sometimes it's like a shield to try to heal just by themselves. And the last one, which is probably for me the most common, I don't have time. So men, I'm asking to men, when was the last time you went to the doctor? Pablo, Aram, Gerardo, Uriel, you tell us guys, when was the last time you visited the doctor?
Yo la oigo bien lejos, así como bien despacito, casi no la oigo.
Okay,
Y ahorita la estoy escuchando cortada.
so, no me escuchan de plano.
Pues yo la escucho bien lejos.
Okay, so, I'm gonna speak louder. When was the last time you went to the doctor?
Hace mucho.
Okay, thank you, Pablo. Hace mucho. Why? Cuando vas al doctor, ¿por qué vas? ¿Porque tú lo decides o alguien te dice que vayas?
Escríbele en el chat porque no la oigo.
Okay. There's the question. When you go to the doctor, why do you go? Because you want to or because someone tells you to go? This is more for men because we are aware that women go to the doctor more often than men. So we want to know the reasons why men don't want to visit the doctor. Okay, but only when you feel really bad or when you start feeling bad. Okay, that is Gerardo's opinion. What about you, Uriel? What about you, Aram? Pablo? Okay, thank you, Gerardo. So you're so quiet today, guys. It's noticeable that it is the last class.
Por lo mismo,
The same when you feel really bad?
sí.
Okay, so then it says, complete the sentences from 1 to 6 below with the words in the box. Okay, I have matter, which is already with the first one. What's the matter? Then I have problem, hurt, look, worry, and pills. Let's match it. Okay, so I'm gonna read it and you give me the answer, okay? How long have you had this? What is the answer for number 2?
Hurt,
Problem, hurt, look, worry, or pills?
mm, not
How
hurt,
long? What?
hurt.
Problem. Thank you, Emma. How long have you had this problem? Okay, these are like the things or the phrases the doctor tells you. Okay, so number 3, I'll give you some what? I'll give you some. Come on, guys. What do you think is the answer? I'll give you some what? Feels. Thank you, Emma. Feels. Okay, 4. Can I have a... When the doctor wants to check you, what does he say? Can I have a what? A look. Thank you, Emma. You're the only one answering. You deserve an extra point. 5. But you can write. Okay, where does it? What does the doctor ask you? Where does it what? Hurt. Very good. It's nothing to... Well, the last one I have, worry about. It's nothing to worry about. Thank you. Okay, then we have another 2 exercises related to the topic. And it says, complete the sentences from 1 to 5 with the words in the box. Okay, so let's do this again all together. I do not want only Emma answering, okay, guys? Help each other. Okay, so I can say that I feel terrible and also that I feel... Okay, before we answer, let's check the vocabulary. Painful, painful, muy doloroso. Sleep, dormir. Sick, enfermo. Hurts, duele. Worried, preocuparse. O sí, es el pasado de worried. Ok. Entonces, yo puedo decir, I feel terrible or I feel
Sick.
sick. Very good. Are you sick, Adam?
No.
No? Okay. 2, I can't
Sleep.
sleep. Very good. Number 3, what? I am what?
Worried.
Worried. I'm worried about whatever. Eat. When I walk,
Hurt.
it hurts. Very good, Gerardo. So therefore, the last one, it's very what? Es muy que, it's very
Doloroso.
painful. It's very painful. Hurts es un verbo. Painful es un sustantivo. Entonces, hurts va en la 4 y luego painful en la 5. Right?
What is
Oh,
painful?
¿eh?
What is painful? En Spanish?
Doloroso.
Okay.
Es un adjetivo. Y en hurts es un verbo. Okay, here I have underline the correct alternative. Pain, por ejemplo, painful es dolor. Y hurts es doler. Sore es cuando te duele la garganta. O te duele, pues también es que, ay, espera. As I was saying, pain it is a noun, es un sustantivo. Hurts es un verbo. So when something hurts. And
Sí.
sore es adolorido. I don't know if I'm clear with this. That 3 of them are similar, but there are different depending on what they are. Because the first one it's a verb, the second one, pain es un sustantivo, and sore es un adjetivo. Entonces depende de cómo lo voy a utilizar. Si yo digo my head, mi cabeza, ¿cuál queda mejor? My head sore, my head pain, o my head hurts? Hurts, very good, Gerardo. Entonces depende de lo que yo hable. Puedo decir my head hurts o puedo decir no, es que a pain in my head is kind of awkward. Entonces, pain, sustantivo, sore, adjetivo, right? 2, I have a really bad, o sea, bad es como que intensifica la enfermedad.
Sí.
Flu era gripa. Cold
Oh.
era resfriado. And sick, pues es enfermo, right? So, ¿qué creen que tenga la persona muy grave? I have a really bad flu, or a really bad cold, or a really bad sick.
Yo digo que sí, ¿no? Porque
Bad sick, Sick, es que si lo traduces es muy literal, pero creo
Sí.
el bad es como que agrava lo que tú tienes.
Ah, ok, entonces puede ser el flu cold.
Ajá, puede ser bad cold. Ajá, bad cold. 3. She feels, cough es tos. Sick, estar enfermo, right? And a temperature es temperatura. She feels what?
Sick.
Sick. Gerardo, en la 2 era cold, bad cold. 3, it was she feels sick. 4, broken es roto. Sore, adolorido. And hurting es que duele, right? So I think I've broken my arm, I think I've sore my arm, or I think I've hurting my arm.
Broken.
Broken, very good. 5, where does it hurt? Where does it pain? Or where does it sore?
Pain.
Pain. Where does it pain?
Hurt, ¿no? O sea, ¿dónde,
Hurt.
dónde te
Es un
duele?
verbo. Recuerden que pain es un sustantivo, no queda si yo pregunto, necesito un verbo. Where does it hurt? ¿Dónde te duele? 6. It's nothing to problem, nothing to matter, or nothing to worry about.
Worry about.
Worry about, okay. 7. I'll give you some pills. This is the doctor, what the doctor says. I'll give you some pills. I'll take you some pills, or I'll look you some pills. What does the doctor say?
I'll keep.
I'll give you, very good. Number 8, how long have you had this ill, matter, or problem?
Problem.
Problem, very good. Okay, does anybody have a question with this?
No.
Okay, in the next slide, I posted a YouTube video which is related to this topic to talk about how you're feeling and what to say when you go to the doctor and what is the doctor going to ask you. Check it so you can have a better understanding of this. That's it for today's presentation. Let me see if I have the time for you to see the activity. Can you see the activity?
No.
No? Okay. Can you now? ¿Ya pueden
Yeah.
ver? Okay. So it says vocabulary illness. Complete the sentences with the words from the chart. Okay, so here I have different sentences and I'm gonna use one for each. For example, in number 1 it says, it's very painful. I'm taking, what is the person taking from this vocabulary? Which is the one that fits better?
Mm,
¿Cuál de este vocabulario, which of this vocabulary fits better the first one? It's very painful. I'm taking what?
Antibióticos.
Painkillers. Painkiller, así como la palabra dice, painkiller, o sea, se supone que son de las que te matan el dolor. El antibiotic is more for infections.
Ah, ok, hay que tomar.
Ajá, okay, so then it says, functions in the doctor, match the sentences helps. Nada más hay que unir, le puedo poner el número aquí o lo puedo unir como sea más fácil para mí. For example, what's the... Ay, tengo dos porque se usa dos veces. No, no es cierto, yo creo que puse una mal. A ver.
La de. No. I worry, ¿no? No es about. Ah, no, ahí está también.
Ya sé cuál puse mal. Bueno, la corrijo y se las envío, ¿ok? Pero igual eso es lo que hay que hacer, hay que unir. Les pido que me apoyen con la foto, por favor, de los que estamos aquí. Que uno se pasan, entraron hace 5 minutos, qué bárbaro. Voy a tener que considerarlo al inicio también.
Tuve problemas con teléfono y
A mí se me fue el internet en todas las clases. Apenas me regresando ahorita.
Ok, bueno, pues pueden mandar la foto, por favor. Voy a corregirles y subirles el material. Thank you, guys. Bye. Have a nice weekend.
No le escucho, pero bye. Si me escucho, bye.
Oigan, se salieron y no me pusieron quiénes estaban. Ahí está, bye.